What if I told you there are places on Earth so stunning, they'll leave you speechless? From hidden paradises to mind-blowing landscapes, these spots will change the way you see the world. You're about to see the most unforgettable places this planet has to offer. Every destination on this list is a masterpiece of nature, history, or human creativity. These aren't just tourist spots, they're the kind of places that stay with you forever. If travel is your passion, this is the journey you've been waiting for. Let's start exploring. Salar de Uyuni looks like another planet, but it's right here on Earth. Stretching over 10,000 square kilometers in Bolivia, it's the largest salt flat in the world, and one of the most otherworldly landscapes you'll ever see. When rain falls, a thin layer of water transforms the surface into a flawless mirror, blurring the line between earth and sky. You're not just walking on salt, you're walking through the clouds, where the horizon disappears and everything feels infinite. During the dry season, it becomes a vast, white desert that glows under the sun and crunches beneath your feet. It's the kind of place that makes you question what's real and what's not. Salar de Uyuni isn't just a destination, it's a living illusion you'll never forget. Antelope Canyon doesn't just look unreal, it feels unreal. Hidden beneath the desert plains of northern Arizona, this slot canyon was carved by flash floods and wind over thousands of years. What's left behind is a masterpiece of nature, narrow passageways of flowing sandstone, sculpted into curves so smooth they look like liquid. As sunlight filters through the cracks above, it creates beams of light that slice through the dust and dance along the canyon walls. The colors shift with every step, from deep reds and oranges to purples and golds, like walking through a living fire. The walls rise high above your head, towering and tight, wrapping around you like a maze of stone and shadow. Every corner reveals a new pattern, a new color, a new shape that couldn't exist anywhere else. This isn't just a canyon, it's a cathedral built by nature, where silence echoes and light becomes art. Antelope Canyon is a place where time slows, sound fades, and the earth shows off its most delicate, most impossible beauty. Socotra Island looks like it doesn't belong on Earth, and that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. Floating in the Arabian Sea off the coast of Yemen, this isolated island is home to species that exist nowhere else on the planet. The most famous is the dragon blood tree, with its umbrella-shaped canopy and crimson sap that looks like it bleeds. Surrounding it are alien-looking succulents, bottle trees, and strange desert blooms that seem straight out of a sci-fi movie. The landscapes shift from white sand beaches and turquoise waters to limestone caves, rocky plateaus, and towering cliffs. It's a world of contrasts, lush and dry, ancient and untouched, bizarre and beautiful. Socotra isn't just remote, it's a living museum of evolution, protected by isolation and shaped by time. Walking through it feels like stepping into another dimension, one where nature was left alone to write its own rules. If there's a place on Earth that makes you question if you're still on Earth, it's Socotra. Pamukkale looks like a frozen waterfall made of clouds, but it's actually carved from centuries of mineral-rich waters. Located in Turkey, this natural wonder is famous for its terraces of brilliant white travertine that cascade down the mountainside like giant cotton castles. Hot springs flow over these terraces, leaving behind layers of calcium carbonate that build up into smooth, shimmering pools. People have bathed in these warm, healing waters for thousands of years, drawn by their soothing properties and surreal beauty. The contrast between the pure white terraces and the bright blue pools creates a scene that feels almost too perfect to be real. At the top, you'll find the ancient ruins of Hierapolis, where history blends seamlessly with nature. Pamukkale isn't just a place to see, it's a place to feel, to soak in, and to experience the magic of Earth's artistry. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park looks like a scene straight out of a fantasy movie because it inspired the floating mountains in Avatar. Located in China's Hunan province, This park is famous for its towering sandstone pillars that rise like stone skyscrapers from the misty forest floor. Some of these pillars reach over 200 meters high, covered in lush greenery that clings to every crevice and cliff. Walking through the park feels like entering a dreamscape where nature defies gravity and time stands still. The mist weaves between the pillars, creating an ever-changing landscape of shadows and light. Trails and glass bridges let you explore these surreal formations up close, giving you a breathtaking view of one of the world's most unique geological wonders. Zhangjiajie isn't just a forest, it's nature's cathedral, a living sculpture garden carved by millions of years of wind and water. The Waitomo glowworm caves are a hidden world of light beneath New Zealand's lush landscape. Inside these limestone caves, thousands of tiny glowworms cling to the ceiling, creating a shimmering night sky underground. As you float silently on a boat through the dark tunnels, the glowworms cast an eerie, magical blue-green glow that feels like drifting through a galaxy of stars. The caves themselves are carved by ancient rivers, with stalactites and stalagmites adding to the otherworldly atmosphere. It's a silent, mesmerizing experience where nature's tiniest creatures put on the most unforgettable light show you'll ever see. The Waitomo glowworm caves aren't just a destination, they're a journey into a glowing, enchanted world hidden beneath the surface of the earth. Lake Hillier is a bubblegum pink lake that looks like a scene from a surreal painting, but it's completely real. Located on Middle Island off the coast of Western Australia, its vivid pink color comes from natural algae and bacteria that thrive in the salty water. The lake's bright hue contrasts sharply with the surrounding green eucalyptus forest and the deep blue ocean nearby, creating a stunning visual that's impossible to ignore. Unlike other pink lakes that lose their color when disturbed, Lake Hillier stays pink no matter what, even when you scoop up the water in your hand. From above, the lake is a perfect oval of cotton candy pink surrounded by untouched wilderness, making it one of the most unique natural wonders on Earth. Visiting Lake Hillier isn't just about seeing a color, it's about witnessing a rare phenomenon that turns nature into living art. The Door to Hell is a fiery crater that's been burning non-stop for over 50 years, and it looks like the gateway to another world. Located in the Karakum Desert of Turkmenistan, this massive pit was created when a natural gas field collapsed during a drilling accident in the 1970s. To prevent toxic gas from escaping, scientists set it on fire, expecting it to burn out quickly, but it's been blazing ever since. At night, the crater glows with intense orange and red flames, casting an eerie light that can be seen for miles. The heat, the smoke, and the never-ending fire make it feel like standing at the edge of the Earth's core. The Door to Hell isn't just a natural gas fire, it's a mesmerizing, hypnotic reminder of nature's power and human intervention combined. It's a place that feels dangerous and magical all at once, pulling you in with its fiery allure. The Rainbow Mountains look like a painter's palette spilled across the earth, but they're completely natural. Located in the Andes of Peru, these mountains get their vibrant stripes from layers of mineral-rich sediment that were pushed up and exposed over millions of years. Reds, yellows, greens, and purples ripple across the rugged peaks, creating a surreal landscape that feels almost too colorful to be real. Hiking here is like walking through a dream, with every turn revealing a new burst of color under the vast sky. The altitude makes the air thin and the views even more breathtaking, reminding you how vast and wild the world truly is. The Rainbow Mountains aren't just a hike, they're a vivid experience that stays with you long after you leave. Cappadocia looks like a fairy tale carved into the earth, with its surreal rock formations and ancient caves stretching across Turkey's landscape. Over millions of years, volcanic eruptions and erosion shaped towering, fairy chimneys, and soft stone valleys that people have turned into homes, churches, and entire underground cities. At sunrise, dozens of hot air balloons fill the sky, drifting over this otherworldly terrain and casting long shadows on the rugged ground below. Walking through Cappadocia feels like stepping back in time, where history and nature blend into a magical scene. It's a place where every rock tells a story, every valley holds a secret, and the sky is alive with color. Cappadocia isn't just a destination, it's a journey through a living dreamscape carved by nature and shaped by humans. The Great Blue Hole is a giant underwater sinkhole that looks like a perfect, deep blue eyes staring up from the sea. Located off the coast of Belize, this massive circular hole stretches over 300 meters across and plunges more than 120 meters deep. From above, it's a stunning contrast of dark blue water surrounded by lighter turquoise reefs, creating one of the most iconic natural sights on the planet. Divers come from all over the world to explore its mysterious depths, where ancient stalactites and unique marine life await. The Great Blue Hole isn't just a dive spot, it's a window into Earth's geological past, a breathtaking natural wonder that draws adventurers and dreamers alike.